can, the best version of yourself, the highest percentage attained, you're going to need to be kind to yourself. Being nice to yourself is kind of letting things get by, not speaking to change, not letting yourself change, letting yourself fall into the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Kindness is going to be there when you fall, lift you back up, tell you that you're made for greater things, and help you to keep going. It's going to help you keep showing up even when there's nobody that shows up to your live stream. It's going to help you in every situation. God has been showing up in my life so much, and of course, it's so mind blowing. My brain can't handle it. I have ADHD, and so my brain jumps from one thing to another. But the thing is, there's so many good things God's put in my brain, in my life experiences, conversations I've had, experience I've had, etc., that sometimes it can be a bit too much, and I need to get better at praying that prayer. Like, Lord, help me to keep going and to be okay with your blessings, even though, like, still, poor, still currently poor. Like, I need to be patient and accepting his blessings and know that he's answering my prayers in his own way and time. And I obviously need to keep working and improving on things. Today I woke up around 7 o'clock, which is pretty awesome for a Saturday. I was going to get some things done. I was feeling pretty good. Had a lot of things I wanted to get done. My room's kind of a mess. And I also lost my toothbrush, which is sad because my mom just gave me a new one. I was at home, but I left that toothbrush at home when I came back here, so that was frustrating. But yeah, anyway, there's just some frustrations on my mind, and I could have just gone moving, but I was just kind of just feeling all these good feelings and all these things. It's like, what do I do? So I ended up setting a timer just to kind of imagine and think about life, what I like the future to look like. And of course, I fell asleep because my future is so bright. It's like you start thinking about it and you just get blown away with how amazing it is. Or you get shocked right back up because you can't possibly sleep with how exciting it is. Take your pick. But it is God who's helped me to see things in a better way. It's God who's helped me to be kinder to myself, which is going to help me become who I need to become. There's no way you're going to make it. I don't want to be like, I don't want to sugarcoat it for you. Like, you need to be kind to yourself. Cooper, hello. When things don't go well, when you say the wrong thing or you fail a class, like I've failed a class before back in college, you need to be kind to yourself and help yourself out and understand, like, okay, like, what do you need? I've been getting better at answering that question for myself. What do you need? And the better I get at answering that question, the better I'll be able to help others with meeting their needs, which will also help me to make the money I need to make to give back to God's kingdom. But for now, I'm working on helping out myself more, which is helping me to also be able to help out other people. What's up, Football is Life? What's up? Hope you're good. We do these 30-minute live streams every day just to talk about things I'm learning and hopefully spread some joy and light and good times. So yeah, I think this is day like 18 or 19 in a row doing these daily live streams. This helps me to be accountable to myself because literally, like I said, I ended up falling back asleep after waking up at 7 today. It's kind of frustrating. Got up, it's like, what do I do? And so the first thought was like, well, I need to find a toothbrush. So I literally set the timer on my timer. It's like, okay, Lord, I know there's a toothbrush in this room. I don't know where the heck it is. Help me to find it. And so I just set a timer for 15 minutes. Like, I know we could find a toothbrush in 15 minutes. There's probably one I could find in 15 minutes. So I set the timer for 15 minutes. I just started looking around, and around 3 minutes on the dot, I had found a toothbrush. And so I stopped the timer. I was like, all right, thank you. I went and brushed my teeth. It's like, goodness gracious. Because I haven't brushed my teeth in like 3 days, which is really bad. But I'm going to be honest with you. You feel it. You feel it when you're not taking care of those things. You want to take care of those things. Taking care of your teeth is necessary. I don't have any insurance right now, but I do have a dentist appointment set up for next February 19th. So I need to like really lock in on getting my teeth better and start flossing every day from here on out. Even though it'll be kind of painful, it's better than having braces or having braces again. or having some other more painful thing done. I believe that you need to take care of what God has given you, because and a lot of that comes to being kind to yourself. See, when I'm a father in the future, I am going to try and help my kids understand, like, hey, God has given us all this stuff. We need to treasure it and make good use out of it and help it to multiply and grow. That's what God told Adam and Eve. What's up, Shane? I hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for being here. Yeah, when God saw Adam and Eve, I am not married. No, we are chilling. Chilling. I've not been in a relationship in quite some time, almost 4 years. So we're just vibing. No, not forcing anything. We're just chilling. Just chilling. Working on building up my writing, my speaking, poetry, this, building it up. When God told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, he's obviously talking about telling them to have kids, but I believe he's also telling them to like help each other out, to work in where he had put them, and that is something that we need to do. It's interesting because I was taught to work growing up, but I think I was taught that more by example than having a lot of opportunities myself to do it. I think my parents, I love them to death. That will and to forever and beyond. They're amazing. I think with a lot of things, there just weren't the resources that are available now with helping kids to work and to get going and stuff. So that's something for another video. I think once I have like more clarity and perspective, it'll also be nice to have a girl to talk with about these things. See, I've been wanting to talk about these things with a girl. It's just never happened. We get to like day 2, day 3, and it's not happening, or the girl doesn't want to talk about the future. I'm not going to force them to be like, yeah, I'm going to force you. You can't do it. You just can't do that. You just, like, that doesn't work. So, anyway, being kind to yourself is sometimes breaking up, is sometimes saying no, sometimes running away from some situation or from some job or whatever it is. When you get that like weird feeling, you're like, I don't think this is really, I don't know if this is legal, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if my future self would like that I'm doing this. My inner child is kind of screaming, please get out. You need to do something about that. You need to do something about that. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to get out. See, Joseph of Egypt was tempted by Potiphar's wife to lie with her, and Joseph of Egypt got the heck out of there. He just was gone. He was super gone. He was not sticking around with that. He was very kind to his future self. And of course, he got thrown in prison because Potiphar's wife framed him, and he was in prison. And life, I'm sure, was not great. But it says it in Genesis 38:21 that the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy. Genesis 39:21. The Lord was with Joseph and he showed him mercy. So that gives you an understanding of what God will do when you're in a rough situation, what God's love is like, what a powerful spouse is like. They would be with you, they would be helping you, they'd be encouraging you, even if they're not able to be there physically, like right there, they might send you a text or something like that. Whereas Potiphar's wife was like, "Oh, I didn't get what I wanted. I'm just gonna frame him and throw him in jail. I don't even care." She was, she was on her own thing, but God showed him mercy. Today, there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of things I'd like to get done. However, I need to show up on here for 30 minutes, so that's what we're doing. And I need to show myself some mercy. So after I do this, I'm going to do my writing on Substack notes, which I've created a habit stack that is now, today will be day 3 in a row, where after I do the 30-minute live stream, I jump on Substack notes and I just type, and whatever wonders, whatever flows, I just get it out there. Whether it's 5 notes or 10 notes or 25 notes, whatever, just get it out there. And if it reaches people, cool. But what I'm doing is I'm showing God, like, I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm going to be good to what you've given me. I'm going to seek to multiply it, be patient with it. And I'm not going to say any unkind things about Dallin. Like, sleeping in happens. I woke up at a great time. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. That was great. Going back to sleep was not what I wanted to do, but truthfully, I was tired. Yesterday, I got up at 5 a.m. I was up till midnight. That's what is that, a 19-hour day? That's a long day. Packers fan, what's up? So it's like, you got to be kind to yourself, and you got to get used to that. That's what this title is. You got to get used to that. Doing that consistently. And that might be tough for you. I know in some ways it's been tough for me because maybe you're used to having somebody say like, "Oh, have you done this yet?" and they're doing it with some like shame behind it, and they're trying to catch you doing something wrong, and you're just like, "Oh," you're just like, "Oh, I don't feel good enough. No, I don't." They don't even realize they're doing it, of course, but how you feel is a very, very valid thing. And I witness and testify that God can put people in your life that will like really help you feel those good feelings that are from God. The mercy in the storm, the mercy in the prison, the peace in the storm, and whatever else you might possibly need. Healing, whatever you need. So there's certainly been times where my faith has been challenged, particularly with the girl thing, particularly with the job thing, particularly with a lot of things, because we are here on earth to be tested. God is kind to us and he helps us to grow from grace to grace, from thing to thing. He doesn't be super nice and everything by just like, here, let me just give you all the money in the world. You pray, and all of a sudden someone's knocking on your door, $10,000. Wow. There is no faith in that whatsoever. Zero. This world would be much more corrupt than it already is if God was a nice God and doing everything like that. God is a kind, merciful, merciful being. Very kind to us human beings. We are his children. We're spirit children. So he's very much wanting to help out. But you do have to work on things. I don't know how many live streams of these have I done? I don't know, but they're getting more fluid, they're getting more flowy, and I enjoy it more. And stacking up the Substack notes with it is making it so it's like even more productive, because after I do this, I'm literally getting on my computer and I'm just like, so that's good. I could stack another one, so we could stack up 3 habits in this habit stack, but I'll probably wait a little bit. I was around like day 16 or 17 of doing this in a row before I stacked on that. So, and it'll just flow. It'll flow naturally. I don't have to like come up with it now. We just continue to rejoice in getting some work done each day. It's like we're just getting it done. So, I've had some miracles in my life, very real miracles, very personal miracles. Things that like you could tell that to somebody else and they'd be like, "Oh, that's cool." And that's kind of it. Whereas like those people that really know me and understand kind of my journey, what I've been through, they can see like, "Oh, like that was God showing up." Full stop. 100%. No questions asked on that one. I think one of the most beautiful things about God is that he will be celebrating you and he'll be there for you and he'll be helping you out. Even if you drop the ball, even if you said the wrong thing, even if you got in a car accident and something happened you really didn't want to have happen, like he's still going to be helping you out. He's still going to be sending help, sending search parties, that kind of thing. Obviously, you need to put yourself out there. I do 10,000 steps every day, and right now I'm at like 15 steps for the day. So I need to get outside. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Is after I write those notes, probably take a hot shower, honestly, and then yeah, probably go on a walk to the temple. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so I'm gonna probably go walk to the temple so I can get some more steps in. So that'd be sweet. But yeah, man, you gotta get used to being kind to yourself. Just it says it in what is it? 1 Corinthians 13 about love is charity is patient, love is kind. Vaunteth not itself, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, believeth with all things, hope with all things, hope with all things, endure in all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there shall be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I spake as a child, when I spake as a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now, we see through glass darkly, but then face to face. Then I know in part, then shall I know even as also I am known. Faith, hope, and charity abideth these three, but the grace of these is charity. So that was pretty good. I just rattled off those verses. But it's like, you got to be kind to yourself. And planning mercy for your life. Scheduling joy, adventure. Yesterday, I scheduled an adventure. I sent myself out to this town I've never been to before, Layton in Utah. I just sent myself out there. Caught a train, sent myself out there. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I look forward to going there again. It was good. And I'm humbled. See, the thing is, I was waiting before doing this. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do the daily live stream later and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, having slept in like that, I need to get moving. I need to get the momentum going. See, with ADHD, which I have, you want to have momentum, clarity. You want to get kind of addicted to your own dopamine, basically, the stuff that you put out there. You want to get used to that and get hooked on that and have that be pushing you forward rather than anything that anybody else produces or does, because then you're kind of at the mercy of that thing. So I do enjoy video games. I do enjoy watching movies and things of that nature. However, my greatest joy and entertainment comes from time with God. So that is what has been most fulfilling. That has been what is most healing. That is what has been most uplifting and enlightening. And it's taken me time, obviously, to figure that out. But it's like, okay, you figure that out. You live in the knowledge whereby you're made free. And that is a beautiful thing. So, you know, it's about showing up to the court and continuing to put in the work, like shooting up the shots and stuff, even when nobody's there to watch you. That's important. You have to be willing to do that. See, that's kindness. That's kindness in action. That's being willing to do what you need to be doing right now. I think that's super important. That's very, very, very important. It's that commitment to the duty, to whatever you said you were going to do. I think on the nice side, it'd be like, you haven't really done that much, but that's okay. You can just sit back, watch Netflix, order room service, or order DoorDash. It's basically the same thing as room service, right? Basically, it's like, let me get this, and we'll fight later. We'll take care of that later. Whereas kindness, but hey, man, I feel how you're feeling. I know kind of what that is like. Do you really want to stay in this spot? Probably not. Let me help you to get moving. Let me help you get some momentum. Let me help you get some encouragement. See, there's things I was wanting to get done today, but when you take like a nap like that in the morning, then you kind of miss out on some things. Yesterday, I got so many things done in the morning. It was crazy. I woke up at 5 a.m., did writing for 2 hours, jumped on a friend's call, talked with another friend, recorded 2 podcast episodes, did more writing, listened to a talk, read some church scriptures and such, ate some food. I did all that before noon, which is crazy. And then I was doing the writing on Substack Notes right after that. So there you go. Yeah, no, I'm not married right now. That will change whenever it happens. I'm not worried or afraid. I'm just chilling and trusting. Patient, willing, now we're chilling. That is where we're at. So I think at this point, since I'm moving this forward, this is my thingamabobber. So you wanna get things set up so you can be doing more of the things you'd like to do in the future. And that might require you doing some things that you'd rather not do. But you have to be willing to, you gotta be willing to get yourself out of your comfort zone. You gotta be willing to do new stuff. Thomas Jefferson said it well. He's like, if you want something you never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. So 2026 has been a good year, very good new year for me. A lot of new blessings. Yeah. Yesterday, I did some juggling again. Got so many little things in that bag. All right. So I was like, even if nobody's here, I'm gonna get something out of this. What am I doing? It's been too long. Oh, it's because I'm trying to juggle. I'm trying to juggle three while only having two. That does not work. So there you go. I haven't juggled in quite a while until yesterday, and I was like, you know what? So if nobody shows up to the stream, that's okay. I'm still showing up for me. Let's get some juggling done. So we have 10 minutes left on the clock. So if we can get 10 minutes of juggling, that's sweet. I love juggling. There's been times where it's like, man, I just wish I'd juggle more. But yeah, you gotta make it happen, dude. Really do. So, I mean, there was a time where I could not juggle. I didn't really know the technique. I hadn't done very much practice, and it was like, shoot. But now I can juggle. I can juggle while looking at the screen. That's cool. So, be kind to yourself, help yourself with the skill acquisition. I read this really telling post on Instagram yesterday, and it was basically saying, like, experience comes from experience, like experience points comes from experience. It doesn't come from studying someone else's experience. That can be useful, but it's not going to give you experience. Oh my goodness. Reading about somebody else's adventures is not going to make it. So in your adventures, you're just, pushed along. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We're content, building, we're growing, we're juggling. I mean, it's a good day. Be nice to have some money, more money, but it's a good day. I'm certainly in a better mental state than I've been in quite a long time. It's getting better every day. So I think when you can show up, even when things don't feel super great, there's something really powerful about that. Because then that it's not necessarily variable. It's like you're just showing up. That's encouraging. Because then things are gonna just get better each day. And all you just have to keep doing is being kind to yourself by showing up. So that's what we're doing. Even though today kind of missed out on getting more done this morning, it's like, well, today's certainly not a flop. We'll do the 30-minute live stream, of course, and then do some 30-minute step back notes, and that will certainly get the day into a better spot. And then we can do something else to get the day into an even better spot. So that's kind of it. But yeah, like every time you show up, you do the thing you need to do. Brain develops a clear connection to it, and it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. But I do think the big takeaway from this is like responding in a new way. So that's what I need to do. Next time I feel like really tired and stuff. I didn't really want to go on a walk. I had the thought to go on a walk. I don't know, maybe play some video games. That helped me wake up, certainly. That's probably what I need to do, especially on a Saturday. I probably do need to start Saturday video games or cartoons. I think that was the play. Watch some Pokemon or something like that after waking up. Some kind of reward. That's what I needed this morning because I really, I was really tired and felt like I needed to do some stuff, but was like kind of like, what do I do? So that's what we'll do next week. I think it's just also about planning things out too, trying your best to do that. This week I've been actually really good with that, planning things out. And that helps you not waste time because you're not getting time back or a season, anything back. See, if you don't plant in the planting season, you're not going to have that much to harvest in the harvest season. So you reap what you sow. So you got to really get something going. So doing these daily 30-minute live streams, I don't think it's going to make me a millionaire, no. But it is going to help this channel steadily grow. And it's going to help me with my juggling skills, speaking skills, and overall certainly help me feel more confidence on a day-to-day basis. So, yeah, that's kind of that. That's kind of where we're at. Doing new things. That is certainly the takeaway for today. Yeah. So. feel better. I always feel better after doing one of these little live streams, even if like barely anybody was there. You just keep showing up. I mean, like, of all the streams, like I streamed every day this week, right? So of the 7 streams from Sunday to Saturday, I think two of them were like a lot of people, good amount of subscribers came through, etc. And then 5 of them were kind of flat, and that's okay. 2 out of 7 is not bad. 2 out of 7 is like 30%. So if like 30% of your live streams are like really moving the ball forward, that's something. So a lot of it's just showing up, giving yourself that grace to show up. Because sometimes you want it to be like perfect. You want to have things perfect before you show up, and it's like, no. You're gonna have to show up at some point. So it's good to just be kind to yourself. Sometimes that means throwing yourself out there. Like, I don't want you to miss this opportunity, so I'm just gonna get you right out there. I'm also getting better at not checking my phone before writing. I was kind of close to doing it today, but I didn't. So I'm glad for that. Yeah, we're just getting back on the boat. There's this book called Bumpers by Nick Peterson, I think. Really good. And I feel like I need to reread it, but it basically talks about having certain things you do that help you to get back on track. And I feel like these 30-minute live streams help me for sure, because it helps me understand where my current energy level is, kind of what I need a little bit, and also have the chance to impact some lives. That's crazy. That's pretty amazing. So obviously it'd be good to doing this on TikTok or Instagram as well, but that's okay. We're doing what we can right now, and God is showing us mercy in the prison. So it's good stuff. There's something really just satisfying about juggling. So that's good. So it's like, even if there wasn't a ton that happened today, it's like, well, we did do some juggling, so now we're on a 2-day juggling streak, so that's cool. I'd like to juggle in every live stream with reason, of course, because then I can do fancier stuff. Yeah, it's just gonna take time, and you can't afford to like compare your journey to other people. Some people are, we're just all on different journeys. So anyway, patience in the storm, mercy, kindness, all that stuff, so you can get to a higher place, so you can be able to see more of God's grace, all that good stuff. Because the most important things in this life are not seen, they're unseen. They're felt with the heart. So eyes can be very deceiving. You can think that somebody's a very safe spot or a very good person for you to confide in because of something they've done for you. Maybe like buying you a plane ticket or a cruise ticket or any ticket or whatever. But the fruits are where friendship really shows its true colors. So I'm more blessed than I can say. We're just juggling, showing up and juggling. I think the best time for me to do this is probably like around 2 or 3 p.m. maybe, because there's like nobody here, and it's like around noon. Maybe like 9 a.m. would be better too. I don't know. We're just experimenting. So definitely not like around 11 p.m. because I did one at that time. Probably now not around this time. Maybe like around 8 or 9 a.m. But that's like 10 or 11 Eastern time. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that we're showing up, and it helps get the engine going with getting my Substack notes are in too. So yeah, you just want to unlimit yourself, help yourself really get up to that higher place, and it can get better. It can get better and better and better and better and better as you learn about yourself, as you get into a better financial, spiritual, physical place. Certainly get a lot better. Been praying for God's help to help me with taking care of everything, and He's certainly doing it. So You got to be willing to put yourself out there. Be true to these habits and things that you would like to have, be your life. Because habits are like the compound interest of self-improvement, as James Clear said. So yeah, I think we're gonna do like one more good, maybe good 3 more. Okay, there's one. 3 more good attempts with this. All right. This last one, could have it stand up. All right. Oh, yikes. Double yikes. Might not be the best angle. I don't know. We're showing up every day. That's the beautiful thing. That's okay. Just keep practicing. I don't know what else to tell you. Help yourself out. Help yourself with the growth so you can get to someplace higher. There we go. That's good. There we go. All right. Yep. Thanks for hopping in. Catch you tomorrow, potentially. God is good. Be kind to yourself. Trust God's mercies. God's got you. He loves you. See you next time. Take care. Bye.